Okay, yesterday we had 107 tons of half-inch minus screened asphalt chips tailgated onto about a quarter mile of the road. And this afternoon I got out the land plane grader and I graded it all out, so you've got about an 8-foot wide dump, and my road is anywhere from 10 to 14 feet wide depending on what part of the road we go on. But he started right here in about the middle of the shadow. I don't know if you can see the pink marks in the grass still. Right here was our first dump, which was, I've got a video I'll link to this, was really thick. He was every bit of 8 inches thick, but I got it out there, smoothed out good. Next one started here, and good 4 inches. This was the perfect dump, and I've got a link to this. I'll probably link this one on here. This was called the perfect dump. He made it all the way to the top of the hill. Right here, just at the start of the curve is where he made it. Then this one was pretty good. Had a couple thin spots a little farther up here. Actually, that one was pretty good. This one, he had some thin spots once we straighten out here. But I brought some out of this pile, about 5 tons out of that pile right there. And then he made it to about, so it's 5 dumps, and he made it to just before this tree. I trimmed some stuff off, and he had a several 100-pound, as big as his tailgate, clod. For some reason, this stuff will crumble in your hands, but it was having some difficulty yesterday. But I spent an hour up here fixing that curve, and then graded it all out and just ran it out to the bottom here. And that's that. This other part of the road can get some damage if the creek right next to us floods. I like it hard as a rock. This is from the beginning of 2020. This end in the north end got redone about a foot deep. He had about 8 dumps that day. The middle right here we're in never really gets damaged too bad. But from about here and up to the building, and the side of the building can get it really good. But I've actually got 6 to 9 inch and then 3 inch before we put any of these asphalt chips on. But used a 2014 5085E John Deere to pull the grader. And here's another pile from last fall. There were 3 dumps here, and we're down to less, maybe almost 20 are still there. And that's just a pile of junk. Everything's in that pile. All right, back to the beginning. We're all done. See you later.